stop using cardio to lose weight. Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I want to talk about the obsession with using cardio to lose weight. It's completely misguided. And I beat this drum before, but I'm going to beat it again because so many of you need to hear this. Before I get into this topic, if you have a question, check out the link below. Submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. So I love Instagram. Instagram is my social media go-to source. I have made so many good friends on Instagram. I've also had so many bad relationships off Instagram. But that's a video for another story. But anyway, it's kind of been like my Tinder, but hey, it is what it is, right? So I love Instagram. I don't know, I have like 14,000 followers on Instagram. You can check me out at Ben the Barman. But you'll scroll through Instagram and you'll see people who are cardio obsessed. I want to lose weight. I'm doing like an hour of cardio a day. I want to lose weight. I'm just doing cardio and cardio and cardio, and I hate cardio, and all these memes about cardio and all this kind of stuff. And here's the thing. Cardio is not an efficient way to lose weight. Repeat. Cardio is not an efficient way to lose weight. Let me explain. You have three tiers in the big fitness and nutrition realm. You have cardio, you have resistance training, and you have diet. Now, resistance training will help you build that fit, sleek, sexy, athletic, strong physique you want, whatever your goals are. That gives you the look, that gives you the athletic power, that gives you the performance, okay? And all three of these help you with health. So let's just establish that. All three of them are three prongs of health. Nutrition, that is your diet. That is your weight controlling regulator. Sure, your diet is about macronutrients, protein intake and carb intake and fat intake, and micronutrients, because eating is more than just taking in protein, carbs, and fats. You also have to take in micronutrients or essential vitamins and minerals. But diet or nutrition is your weight regulator, Now, cardio is more for conditioning and endurance and overall health. You shouldn't use cardio as a method to lose weight. Now, let me explain. If you walk a mile, it doesn't matter if you walk or run a mile, you'll burn about the same amount of calories. So let's say you're a little bit above average as far as weight and you walk a mile, or run a mile or whatever. You do 20 minutes of steady state cardio. Let's just say it takes you burn 100 calories doing that mile. If you do 20 minutes 3 times a week, that's 300 calories a week, or 1,200 roughly a month. It would take you 3 months to burn 1 pound of fat. 1 pound of fat if you did cardio 3 times a week for 20 minutes. It would take you 3 months to burn 1 pound of fat. You're going to burn 4 pounds of fat a year just with cardio 3 times a week. Now you're saying, well, what if I do it 5 days a week for 40 minutes, big hairy ugly dude? Okay, let's break down these numbers. 5 days a week for 40 minutes. Say that's 2 miles a day. 5 days a week, that's 10 miles. You're burning 1,000 calories. It's going to take you 3.5 weeks to burn off a pound of fat. 3.5 weeks to burn off a pound of fat. So you're basically burning about 14 pounds of fat a year, even with a lot of cardio. Cardio will help with your metabolism. Cardio will help with conditioning endurance. It'll make you feel better, but it's not an efficient manner of burning fat. If you want to lose fat, you have to focus on your diet. So let's look at diet. Let's say you are in a 500 calorie deficit and you do that for a week, guess what? You burned a pound of fat in a week. A week. That's 52 pounds a year. That's what I would consider an aggressive fat loss diet. That would be an aggressive fat loss diet. 500 calories below maintenance. I recommend, if you're going to go below maintenance, that you go about 300 below maintenance and you just dig in for the long haul. You don't starve yourself. You just get in a groove and try to lose several pounds of weight a year. But in any case, even if you're in only a 300 calorie deficit, that's still like 3 pounds of fat a month. And that's still 35, maybe even 40 pounds of fat losing that you can lose in a year just from a very, very mild calorie deficit. So the point of this video isn't to discuss what kind of deficit you should use or how much cardio you should use. It's to compare and contrast how inefficient cardio is as a fat loss mechanism compared to diet. It's not even close. You can lose 35 to 50 pounds a year through diet easily, but if you compare that to cardio, it's like 4 to maybe 8 pounds. So cardio is like a little bit of icing on the cake, but don't use it as a primary fat loss mechanism. If you're doing a lot of cardio and your diet isn't nailed down, we're going to have a little intervention right now. You are doing things completely half-ass backwards. You are doing things completely wrong. Get your diet nailed down and then do a little bit of cardio to add that icing on the cake. And one more lecture point. If you're not doing resistance training and you're losing fat, you're going to lose fat, but you're still going to have a nasty looking body because you don't have any muscle on your frame. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.